Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. What's Packin? It's your host, Godchild, first of his name, and it has been written. It is written. Dak Prescott has signed his name by the dotted line. It's all done. He is now a happily renegotiated man. $164 $164 million over the next 4 years. That's $40 million a year. $127 million in brand new spanking guaranteed money from Jerry Jones's wallet into his account. I know he has to be very happy and proud of himself. Round of applause to you, Mr. Prescott. You vote. Well, yeah, you did vote for yourself. You voted for yourself as the best player in free agency, and basically, he also believed in himself. Man, he believed in himself. He said, "I know my worth. I know my value, and I'm not gonna let anybody else outside of this organization or even in this organization tell me that I should lower my standards for any reasons." And kudos to him. He got exactly what he wanted. He got more money. He got guarantees. He got $40 million a year. I said I thought he was a $33 to $35 million quarterback. And after he broke his ankle and there was a lot of outpour of sentiment for Dak and people sort of speaking out against Jerry Jones and saying that he should have signed him and this is why guys want to hold out and da-da-da-da-da. But eventually he got what he wanted, man. And maybe they started taking some calls on Dak Prescott in the open market, and they were like, "Oh shit, these calls are kind of asking for a lot," or they saw what his value might be in this market, and then they also had to ask themselves, like, what could they get better than Prescott? Maybe they tried to get a trade going, they couldn't get in Russell Wilson, they couldn't get one of these other quarterbacks maybe that they're thinking about, and instead decided, shit, man, this is a down year. 40 million, 164 over the next 4 years. I mean, that is a lot of money, but at the same time, it kind of sounds like a steal a little bit. You know what I mean? Like 164 over the next 4 years, man. That's $40 million a year. Dak, I mean, I listened to Albert Breer, and Breer says that it seems like it's a very cap-friendly, franchise-friendly deal. It's front-loaded. And I guess they have a couple of ways that they can get out of it at the end. And Dak has a no trade clause, so he won't ever have to worry about waking up one morning to a tweet that he's been traded to some other team, unless he asks for a trade, like a la Watson, Deshaun Watson. So, I mean, look, me personally, again, I probably would not have inked him to that deal. $40 million is still a lot. I know the cap is going up and up, but $40 million is a lot, man. Like, you probably could have saved $7 million, $6 million, and just let that motherfucker walk and bring somebody else in. Shit, go get Colin Kaepernick for all that matters. Like, imagine him playing in Jerry World as the quarterback of America's team. But hey, look, I'm not going to talk shit about Dak. I mean, he whether he earned it is debatable. Sure, I guess he deserves it. He deserves it because he was able to negotiate for it. So you deserve anything you can negotiate for. So he definitely deserves it. I think he's definitely a top 12 quarterback. I mean, depending on what day of the week, he could be a top 10, kind of in that 10, 9, 8 range. If everything goes well, I do think that he'll have a chance to make Dallas competitive over the next couple of years. I mean, we'll have to see how they turn things around with McCarthy and going into his second year as the Dallas coordinator. I know he reached out and got a brand new defensive coordinator, a name that I'm familiar with. I feel like most people are familiar with, but it's Dan Quinn. Yeah, Dan Quinn, the ex-quarterback, the ex-head coach for the Atlanta Falcons, and the guy who was also the orchestrator of the Legion of Boom, basically one of the orchestrators in Seattle when they won their championship and went to back-to-back Super Bowls. I want to say he was there for the second one, or maybe he left already to go to Atlanta. But anyways, I mean, as just a player, I do like Dak Prescott as a player. I would still take him over Carson Wentz. I know that was kind of a debate people were having for a while. Like, would you take Wentz? Would you take Prescott? I would definitely take Dak over Carson, given their history. And I think the dude is a winner, but I don't think that he's in that top tier though. I don't think he's in that top tier with the Rodgers and the Mahomes and the Allens. I mean, Allen to me has looked a lot more impressive in his first 3 years than maybe Dak has without the same amount of supporting cast. So, I mean, I would definitely put Allen in that category. I mean, he showed it. But I guess maybe Allen needs to be kind of demoted until he does it again. He does this again next year, okay. And it's really maybe only 3 or 4 guys in that category. So, but that's neither here nor there. Like, I wouldn't have done it, but Dallas did. So, congratulations to you, Mr. Prescott. I hope you enjoy your new money. And, we'll see. I think this does make Dallas the favorite, though. Well, honestly, it really depends on what Washington. I think the NFC East is going to be interesting, as it is every year, in my opinion. Washington won it last year, and if Washington can just find a fucking quarterback, if they can just figure out their quarterback situation, that team is a very legitimate playoff team, in my opinion. The Eagles, they're gonna have Jalen Hurts. Like I'm a Jalen Hurts guy. I saw him in limited capacity when the Eagles played the Packers, and I was able to kind of watch him from afar when he played against the Saints and some of the other teams down the stretch, and I think he had put Philadelphia in a nice position. So it's going to be interesting to see how the NFC East pans out. Dak is going to be a Cowboy for the next 4 years until it's time for him to sign again, and we'll see what happens then. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, joining me for this episode of the What's Packin Sports Show. Dallas Cowboys signed Dak to $164 million, $164 million contract, $127 of guarantees, $40 million a year. Congratulations to him. Anybody who, if you like this video, please thumbs up. If you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Ding, ding, ding. Until next time, go Pack, go. And remember, the Bears still suck. Peace.